future CPAs. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Accounting Lessons with BCB. Sir Brian here again. Today, we will now be wrapping up the discussions on defined benefit plan. So before watching this video, I advise you to watch the part 1 and part 2 of our discussion on defined benefit plan. So to refresh, part 1 deals with accounting for defined benefit obligations. Part 2 deals with plan assets. Then pagdating kay part 3, i-wrap up na natin sila. So magko-combine tayo ng mga concepts discussed from parts 1 and 2. Don't worry, the link is provided in the description, no? Okay, let's start. Now, let's start our discussion for part 3. How do we present the defined benefit plan accounts? So, di ba sa part 1, we discussed accounting for defined benefit obligations. Part 2, we discussed plan assets. Paano natin ipipresent itong mga accounts na ito? Do we present them both in our financial statements? Answer, no. We only present a single amount that is equal to the difference between your defined benefit obligation and plan assets. So the difference is called either net retirement liability or net retirement asset. How do we know if meron tayong net retirement liability or net retirement asset? Okay? That is just by simply comparing the amount of defined benefit obligation and plan assets. Okay? So case number 1. DBO is more than the plan assets. Tatandaan nyo, ang DBO, liability yan. Ang plan assets, asset. Tama? So since mas malaki si DBO, ibig lang sabihin nito, mas malaki yung utang kesa sa asset. So what will be the result for case number 1? That will be net retirement liability. Okay? This will be presented under non-current liability accounts. Okay? Case number 2 naman, the DBO is less than the plan assets. So for the second case, mas malaki naman yung asset. Therefore, the result is net retirement asset, which will be presented under non-current assets. Okay? Non-current asset account siya. Kaso, pagdating kasi sa case number 2, si net retirement asset, nasa subject siya sa limit. Meron tayong tinatawag na limit on net retirement asset. What is this? Asset ceiling. Okay? Yung case 1, walang limit yan. No? So kung ano man maging computed net retirement liability natin, yan na agad ang ipipresent natin. Pagdating kay net retirement asset, bago tayo mag-conclude kung magkano ipipresent natin for net retirement asset, you will compare that first to what we call asset ceiling. Okay? Ayan. So ano nga ba itong asset ceiling na to, sir? So define natin siya rito sa taas, no? Asset ceiling is the present value of economic benefits available in the form of refunds from the plan or reductions in future contributions. So take note, asset ceiling is valued at present value, no? Kung sakaling nag-expect si employer na magkakaroon siya ng mga refunds or future reductions in the contributions, then there will be what we call asset ceiling. Okay? Yan. So that is the limit of net retirement asset. Okay? You will present the lower amount between the computed net retirement asset and asset ceiling. Kung mas mababa naman yung na-compute mong net retirement asset kaysa sa kanyang asset ceiling, there would be no problem. Ipipresent mo mismo yung na-compute mo. Tama? Pero, pag mas mababa yung asset ceiling kaysa sa na-compute mong net retirement asset, doon tayo magkakaroon ng additional procedures. What is this additional procedure? Magkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag na effect of asset ceiling. Effect of asset ceiling is a contra account to your plan assets. Kinokontra niya na yung ating net retirement asset in this case. Nakukuha ba ako? Okay, contra account to. So ano ba ang components ng effect of asset ceiling? So the first component is beginning balance. Okay? Tatandaan nyo, ang effect of asset ceiling, that is always equal to the difference of plan assets and DBO. Mag-e-exist lang to kapag mas mataas si plan assets kaysa kay DBO. Pero pag mas mataas si DBO, hindi mag-e-exist ang effect of asset ceiling. Okay? Yan. Next, the second component naman, meron din tayong tinatawag na interest expense. No? How do you compute the interest expense? That is by multiplying the beginning balance of the effect of asset ceiling by the discount rate. So consistent among the defined benefit obligation, plan assets, and effect of asset ceiling yung pag-compute ng interest natin. No? Bumabase palagi yan sila sa beginning balance nila. Okay? Now, may nakakabawas ba kay effect of asset ceiling? Yes, pero later on. No? Ngayon, kukomputan natin siya ng unadjusted balance. No? Unadjusted balance at the end of the period. Okay? Now, the effect or the unadjusted balance of the effect of asset ceiling can either increase or magdi-decrease. Alright? Pag nag-increase yan, ibig sabihin, meron tayong actuarial loss. No? Magkakaroon tayo ng actuarial loss. So may third category na tayo for the actuarial gains and losses. And that is in connection with effect of asset ceiling. Okay? Tapos, kapag ang effect of asset ceiling ay nabawasan, ibig sabihin, nagkaroon tayo ng actuarial gain sa kanya. Alright? And you will have your ending balance, which still be equal to the difference between your plan assets and DBO, where the plan asset is higher than the DBO. Okay? Yan. Yan yung pangatlong dadagdag sa mga concepts natin. Okay? At siya yung magkukumpleto kay defined benefit plan. Alright? So this is our financial statement presentation. Ito na. So, let's now summarize the amounts to be reported in comprehensive income. So, nandito na lahat sila. DBO, fair value plan assets, at saka C, effect of asset ceiling. Okay? So, the amount to be reported in your total comprehensive income is what we call defined benefit cost. Okay? Si defined benefit cost, kilala din yan sa tinatawag na retirement cost. Alright? Tatandaan nyo, si retirement cost, hati yan sa dalawa. Meron siyang pang profit or loss, meron siyang pang other comprehensive income. Ano nga ulit ang laman pag nasa profit or loss siya? Number one, ano yun? Number one, service cost. Tama? Ano yung laman ng service cost natin? The current service cost, the past service cost, and your gain or loss on settlement. Okay? Tatandaan nyo, pagdating sa gain or loss on settlement, ang naka-positive dyan ay si loss at naka-negative si gain. Okay? Next, number 2, interest or net interest. Ayan. So dito sa interest natin, meron siyang tatlong laman actually. Meron tayong interest expense on defined benefit obligation meron tayong interest income on plan assets, meron tayong interest expense on effect of asset ceiling. Okay? All interest expense are positive while interest income will be negative. Kasi nga, cost ang pinag-uusapan natin. Tama? Ayan. Alright? Then, pagdating kay OCI naman, ang laman talaga niyan ay puro actuarial gains and losses. So, nandito yung actuarial gains and losses on DBO, actuarial gains and losses on plan assets, and actuarial gains and losses on the effect of asset ceiling. Okay? Again, lahat ng loss naka-positive. Lahat ng gains naka-negative. Because retirement cost pinag-uusapan natin. Are we all clear? Okay? So these are the components of your retirement cost or defined benefit cost. Okay? Yan. So tandaan niyo yan. That's already the comprehensive one. Okay? So now, let's reinforce all the concepts from first part until the last. Okay? So, illustration number 1 tayo. On January 1, 2023, BCV Company had the following balances related to a defined benefit plan. Ayan, existing na both si plan assets at defined benefit obligation. The actuary provided the following data for the year 2023. We have 6 requirements. Retirement benefit cost to be reported in P&L, retirement benefit cost to be reported in OCI, total retirement benefit cost for the year, DBO and plan assets and amount to be presented in the statement of financial position. Lahat-lahat nandito na. Okay? Sige. So, bago tayo tumungo sa computations, paki-compare nga yung dalawa. Yung dalawang beginning balance natin. Sino mas mataas? Is it the plan assets or DBO? It is the DBO. If the DBO is higher, then wala tayong problema, walang limit, walang asset ceiling. So alam natin na wala muna tayong effect on asset ceiling for this problem. Okay? Then let's proceed. Number 1. Ayan. Sabay nating sagutan si number 1, number 2, number 3. Lahat yan retirement benefit cost. So, retirement benefit cost. So, nandito yung mga profit or loss natin. Nandito si OCI. Okay? Ready na? Ready na? Ready na? Okay. So, let's start. Service cost. Tama? Service cost. So, nandyan sila current service cost, past service cost, and gain or loss on settlement. So, these are the components of service cost. Next, interest. Tama? So, nandyan na rin sila interest expense on DBO, interest income on plan assets. Since wala pa naman tayong effect of asset ceiling, pwede natin tapusin dito lang. Okay? Sige. Current service cost, how much? 1 million. Past service cost? Next. Do we have gain or loss on settlement? Based on the data provided by the actuary or the entity that performs actuarial procedures for the company, may binigay ba regarding or nag-i-indicate na may premature settlement? Wala ano? Therefore, 0 yan. Okay? 0. Eh sir, ano itong benefits paid to retirees? Pagka ganyan lang ang statement, then we assume na yung mga retirees na to, mga nag-retire sila on a normal retirement date or as expected. Since expected naman, walang gain or loss on settlement doon. Okay? Next, interest on defined benefit obligation. Okay. We have the beginning balance, 13 million. Kaso, dalawa yung rates na given. It is the discount rate and expected rate of return. Alin dyan gagamitin natin? Answer? It must be the discount rate. Huwag niyong pansinin yung expected rate of return. Ha? So, discount rate lang gagamitin natin dyan. Okay? So, get the 9% of 30 million. Magkano to? 1.17 million. Yan. Okay? Next, interest income on plan assets. Beginning balance is 11.5 million. Multiply it by the same discount rate. How much is the interest income? 1,035,000. Oops. Dahil interest income yan, magne-negative yan dito. Okay? Sige. So, how much is the retirement benefit cost na ipepresent sa P&L natin? Sige, summarize na. That will be how much? Answer, 1,335,000. So that's your answer for number 1. Okay? 1,335,000. Number 2, OCI naman daw. Okay. So, alamin lang natin kung may actuarial gain or loss kay DBO at kay plan assets. No? Sige. So, DBO, may indicator ba kung meron siyang actuarial gain or loss? Yes, sir. Merong sinabing increase in DBO due to change in actuarial assumptions. Pag nag-increase ang DBO, ano siya? Actuarial gain or loss? Answer, it is an actuarial loss. No? So, actuarial loss on DBO, that will be 150,000. Okay? Next, what about kay plan assets? May actuarial gain ba yan or loss? Paano nga ulit natin nalalaman kung may actuarial gain or loss kay plan assets? By comparing actual return on plan assets and interest income. How much is the actual return? 200,000. Okay. So, pasok niyo sa calculator yan. How much is the interest income? 1,035,000. Okay. How much is the difference? 835,000, correct? Ano yan? Is it an actuarial gain or a loss? Since the actual return is lower than interest income, then we have what? Actuarial loss also on plan assets. 835,000. Yes? Okay? Ayan. Since wala naman tayong effect on asset ceiling, we can now end here. No? Since they are both actuarial loss, anong gagawin natin sa kanila? Do we add? Do we deduct? Answer? Add. Pareho silang loss. Tama? So, pagsamahin nyo lang. So, magkano ang actuarial loss na ipepresent sa OCI? That will be 985,000. Then that will be your answer for number 2. Okay? Then for number 3, anong tanong sa number 3? Total retirement cost, no? So for number 3, gagawin lang natin dyan kay number 3, combine nyo lang yung sagot ng numbers 1 and 2. So retirement benefit cost na nasa P&L at yung retirement benefit cost na nasa OCI. So this will be your total retirement benefit cost. Okay? Ayan. So na nasa P&L, 1,335,000. Ang nasa OCI, 985,000. Add niya natin dahil pareho naman silang cost mismo. Tama? Magkano ang total? Answer is 2,320,000. That will be your answer for number 3. Nasusundan ako. Okay? Yan. That's your total retirement benefit cost. So yeah, na-apply agad natin yung comprehensive case ng retirement benefit cost or defined benefit cost. Next. Numbers 4 to 6. Tinatanong na tayo ng mga ending balances. So yan, ko-combine din natin lahat ng mga na-discuss na. Okay? Let's start with defined benefit obligation. Dito lang. So defined benefit obligation. Natatandaan niyo pa ba yung laman ng defined benefit obligation? Dapat lang. Nasa part 1 yun eh. Di ba? Sige. So, what's the first component? That will be the beginning balance. January 1, 2023, how much? 13 million. Next, interest expense. Magkano nga ulit interest expense natin? 13 million times 0.09. Okay? Yan. Next, ano yung mga kasunod? Current service cost, past service cost. 1,200,000. Okay? Next. Yung kasunod, yung retirement benefits settled. Tama? Retirement benefits settled. In this problem, only one is given, benefits paid to retirees. Tama? 200,000. Okay? Yan. Compute for the unadjusted balance. How much is the unadjusted balance? 15,170,000. So that is still before any actuarial gains or losses. Di ba? Since given sa problem, increase in DBO due to change in actuarial assumptions, there is actuarial loss amounting to 150K. So how much is your defined benefit obligation at the end of the year? 150 plus 150K magiging 15,320,000. That's your answer number 4. 15,320,000. Okay? Di ba? That's from part 1. Part 2. Plan assets naman. Plan asset. This time, debit side siya dahil asset. Magkano balanse niya ng simula? 11.5 million. Second component, interest income. Magkano nga ulit yun? 1,035,000. Third component, contributions. That is, magkano yung contributions daw? 1.8 million. Next, benefits paid or retirement benefits settled, no? Lagay natin dito. Magkano ulit? 200,000. Unadjusted balance? That is 14,135,000. Correct? Now, ano nga ulit ang result ng plan assets? Actual gain or loss. Di ba loss? Mas mababa yung actual return eh. Magkano ulit yon? Is that 835,000? Yes. So, babawas natin siya kay plan assets. So, this is actuarial loss. Okay? So, how much is your plan assets December 31, 2023? The answer is 13,300,000. That will be your answer for number 5. Okay? Number 6. Amount to be presented in the statement of financial position. No, ito na. Statement of financial position na tayo. So, paano nga ulit natin pinipresent to? Kakadiscuss lang natin eh. By getting the difference between DBO, December 31, 2023, and plan assets. For number 6. Okay? DBO end, 15,320,000. Plan assets end, 13,300,000. Okay? Get the difference? That is 2,020,000. Anong tawag dyan? Is it a net retirement liability or net retirement asset? Answer, since mas malaki si DBO, meron tayong net retirement liability. December 31, 2023. So that's your answer for number 6. Okay? So that's one of the comprehensive application of defined benefit plan. Nasusundan? Oh, walang walang ka challenge. Sige, dito tayo. Next one. Ito. Problem number 2. This time may asset ceiling na tayo. Okay? May asset ceiling na. So this is a more comprehensive problem. So on January 1, 2023, BCV company had the following balances related to a defined benefit plan. Yan. The actuary provided the following data for the year 2023. Ang daming given. Ayan. So lahat ng discussions natin from parts 1, 2, and 3, lahat ay i-apply na natin, including your asset ceiling concept. Okay? Sige. So, number 1, retirement benefit cost to be reported in P&L for the year 2023. Ito, medyo kaya pa natin to, no? Okay, let's start. So for the service cost, nandito sila current service cost, past service cost, gain or loss on settlement. Then the next category is interest, no? So interest, expense on DBO, interest income on plan assets. Okay? Next, bago tayo magpatuloy, assess nga natin yung beginning balances. Sino mas mataas nung simula? Plan assets or defined benefit obligation? Di ba si plan assets? Get the difference nga. The difference is 2 million. Kindly compare that with the asset ceiling, 1.4 million. Tama? Sino mas mababa? Is it the computed net retirement asset or the asset ceiling? Answer, di ba si asset ceiling? So yan, magkakaroon tayo ng effect on asset ceiling this time. Okay? Magkano difference? 600K. So that will be your effect on asset ceiling January 1, 2023. The fact that effect on asset ceiling is already existing at the beginning of the year 2023, meron tayong interest expense on the effect of asset ceiling. Okay? Sige. So current service costs, 1.4 million. Past service costs, 400,000. Is there a premature settlement? Answer, yes, meron din. No? So, compare natin tong dalawang to. Price paid for retirement benefits settled in advance and the present value of retirement benefits settled in advance. Sino mas higher? It is the present value. So, ibig sabihin, mas mababa yung settlement price kesa sa PV ng benefits. So, that will result to what? Gain or loss on settlement? Answer? That is a gain. Di ba? Kasi nakatipid yung company. So, magkano difference? 10,000. The fact that it is a gain, dapat naka-negative yan dito. Okay? So yon ang ating concept. No? Pag loss yan, of course, add mo. Kasi cost ang pinag-uusapan. Pero dahil gain siya, mag-deduct ka. Okay? Sige, next. Interest expense on DBO. Ganun ulit. Kunin mo lang ulit yung beginning balance niya, multiply it by an appropriate discount rate. In this case, 9 or 10%? Of course, 9%. Huwag mong tignan si expected rate of return. No? So this will be 10 million times 9%. Mag-add tayo 900,000. Interest on plan assets, 12 million times 9%, 1,080,000. Don't forget, dahil income yan, deduct natin. Lastly, ayan na, effect on asset ceiling. So dahil may beginning balance si effect on asset ceiling, 600,000 times 9%. That is 54,000. So magkano ang retirement benefit cost na ire-report sa profit or loss? Summarize. Sige, go. Answer, 1,664,000. That's the answer for number 1. Okay? Oh, numbers 2 and 3. Ito. Numbers 2, 3, and 4. Sabay na natin. Okay? Sabay na natin to. Defined benefit obligation, plan assets, amount to be presented in the statement of financial position. Okay. So, ganun ulit. Dalawang T accounts. Kaso dahil may effect on asset ceiling tayo, no? May effect on asset ceiling, may tatlong T accounts tayo. Sige. Liitan natin ng onte. So, for DBO. Okay? So, beginning balance niya, guys, January 1, 2023, 10 million. Next, interest expense. Magkano nga ulit yung interest expense natin sa kanya kanina? Is that 900K? Okay? Next, current service cost, past service cost, latag natin. Next, retirement benefits settled. Remember, present value ang isiset, ang i-deduct natin sa DBO, the PV of the benefits settled. So for the benefits paid to retirees on normal retirement date, that is simply the PV of their benefits. So, lagay natin siya dyan. Okay? Then for the premature settlement of benefits, alin kukunin natin? Price paid or present value? Of course, the present value, 60,000. Okay? Sige. So, compute the unadjusted balance. The answer is 12,440,000. Meron bang indicator kung may gain or loss siya? Actuarial gain or loss? Meron. Ang sabi, decrease naman siya this time. So dahil decrease, nasa debit side yan. Ano yan? Gain or loss? Gain. Actuarial gain. So magkano ang kanyang December 31, 2023 balance? 12,190,000. So yan ang sagot sa number 2, 12,190,000. Okay? Number 3, plan assets. January 1, 2023 balance, 12 million. Interest income, magkano? 12 million times 9%, 1,080,000, no? Contributions, how much? 2 million. Ayun, okay. Next, retirement benefits settled. Pag plan assets naman, ano ang kinukuha natin? The settlement price na, no? So benefits paid to retirees on normal retirement date, 200,000. Price paid for retirement benefits settled in advance, 50K. Yan. So tandaan nyo, pag plan assets, settlement price na. Pag DBO, present value of benefits settled. Okay? Compute the unadjusted balance, please. Magkano? 14,830,000. Okay? May indicator ba tayo kung may gain or loss or actuarial gain or loss sa plan assets? Yes, may actual return ulit tayo. The actual return is 500,000, correct? Magkaning interest income? Mas mataas. So meron ulit tayong actuarial loss for the plan assets. 580,000. Okay? So magkano ang December 31, 2023 balance ng plan assets natin, please? That is 14,250,000. That's the answer for number 3. Okay? Next. Number 4. Oh, ito na. Amount to be presented in the statement of financial position. Okay. Now, nakikita natin mas malaki si plan assets, tama? So, lagay natin siya sa taas. Plan assets, December 31, 2023, 14.25 million versus DBO, December 31, 2023. How much is the difference? 2,060,000. Okay? Anong tawag natin dyan? That is the computed net retirement asset. Dahil mas mataas si plan assets, meron tayong net retirement asset na 2,060,000. Okay, dahil may net retirement asset tayo, let's see kung may existing asset ceiling tayo at the end of the year. Meron ba? Answer, yes. The asset ceiling at the end of the year, asset ceiling, December 31, 2023, 1.5 million. Oh. Dahil mas mababa si asset ceiling, alin sa dalawa ang ipe-present natin sa statement of financial position? Answer, it is the lower amount or the asset ceiling. So ang sagot natin for number 4, 1.5 million. Okay? Sir, paano kung mas mababa yung computed net retirement asset natin kaysa sa asset ceiling? Magkano yung amount na i-report natin? Of course, the lower amount, yung computed net retirement asset. Di ba? Ayos? So the official answer for number 4 is 1.5 million. Okay? Ay, buhay pa. Sige. Ayan. Next. What about the effect on asset ceiling? Doon tayo sa next slide natin for number 5. No? So tandaan nyo balik tayo. Tandaan nyo magkano na yung difference? Since kapag mas mababa si asset ceiling, meron ulit tayong effect on asset ceiling. How much is the difference between these two? 560,000. Yan, tandaan natin yan, no? Sige. Sa number 5 kasi, tinatanong tayo ng retirement benefit cost to be reported in other comprehensive income for the year 2023. Okay? So, pag ganyan, nandito lahat ng mga actuarial gains and losses na nasa DBO, actuarial gain and losses na nasa plan assets, pati na din yung nasa effect on asset ceiling. Okay? Sige. So sa DBO muna tayo. Since there is a decrease in DBO due to change in actuarial assumptions, meron siyang what? Gain or loss? Gain. So negative siya. Okay? Plan assets. Anong meron nga ulit kay plan assets kanina? Is it a gain or loss? Answer, may loss. Tama? 580K. Dahil loss, positive siya. Ito na lang. Meron bang actuarial gain or loss sa effect on asset ceiling? Let us see. Buksan natin the account ni asset ceiling. So, effect on asset ceiling. Magkano ang kanyang beginning balance, class? Magkano ang kanyang beginning balance? Yung difference, kunin nga ulit natin difference na ito. 2 million versus 1.4 million, may difference siyang 600,000. Tama? So, lagay natin yan dito. Next, interest expense, 600,000 times 9%. That would be 54,000. Tama? Okay. Compute the unadjusted balance. Magkano? 654,000. Okay. Kailangan natin malaman kung may effect of asset ceiling by the end of the year, December 31, 2023. Balik tayo sa previous slide natin. Meron ba? Yes. 560,000. Lagay natin yan dito. Ano nangyari? Bumaba, tumaas. Di ba bumaba? So, ibig sabihin, dito natin ilalagay yung difference nila. So, 654 less 560, meron tayong 94,000. What is this? Actuarial gain or loss? Actuarial gain. Di ba? Basta pag pinababa niya si effect of asset ceiling, meron kang gain. Pero pag pinataas niya yung effect of asset ceiling, meron siyang loss. Kasi imagine niyo, ano ba tong effect of asset ceiling? Imagine niyo, meron kayong baso. Okay? May baso kayo. So maglalagay kayo ng tubig. Ano mangyayari kapag nasobrahan ka ng paglagay ng tubig? Di ba natatapon? Ganun yung effect of asset ceiling. Natatapon. Para siyang impairment, kumbaga. Yung concept ng effect of asset ceiling, para siyang allowance for impairment. No? So pag tumaas yon, meron kang actuarial loss. Pag bumaba yon, may actuarial gain ka. Okay? So since the result is an actuarial gain, lagay natin, minus yan. No? So what is the resulting amount? Net actuarial gain or loss? Loss. Mas malaki pa rin yung ating loss eh. Di ba? Sige, magkano? The answer is 236,000. That is a net actuarial loss. Okay? Last item, total retirement benefit cost. So, combine lang natin yung sagot ng number 1 at ng number 5. Magkano nga ulit sagot natin sa number 1? Di ba 1664? Yan. Then sa OCI, number 5 natin, sagot natin is 236. Net gain or loss? Loss. So, add siya. So, magkano ang total retirement benefit cost natin? Answer is 1.9 million. And that is the answer for number 6. Lahat ba yung nakasunod? O nasabaw na? Kasi yan ang pinaka-comprehensive problem on defined benefit plan. Okay? Yes. I hope nakasunod lahat, guys. Okay? And that's the very goal of the lecture videos. Okay? So that ends our discussion on post-employment benefits. Pag natapos kasi si defined benefit plan, tapos ang post-employment benefits. So in our next lecture video, and it is also the last lecture video on employee benefits, we will be discussing the other long-term employee benefits and termination benefits. Okay, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be notified of the new uploads. Thank you for watching, guys.